So posh. So posh and professional. Insanely posh. Oh. Digital journal, digital urinal. Trying to stir you. The fuck does that even mean? Trying to stir you? Like stir what? Stir you up? Oh my god. Existence is a crime. Oh my god, this is like one of them anglerfishes. I guess I'm gonna drink my whiskey drink. You drink a whiskey drink, you drink a vodka drink, you drink a whiskey drink. Says it's 100% orange juice. But I do not think it is, considering it's not orange. You know? Do you get it? Does that make sense? I guess I'm in hard mode. I don't even know what to drink this with. There's like a Topo Chica. That wouldn't be bad. I'm taking all the best things, though. Oh, see, I wasn't sure if it had been opened. And it looks... See, be my witness. Be my witness. It looks like there's some space that they could have filled, you know, so like maybe someone had taken a drink of it. I don't really fuck with this lighting either, you know. We're gonna have to whip it around. Honey. Honey. Mama's hungry. And avoiding shower work via YouTube. And what am I supposed to do? Just like sit with myself? I mean, I do that, but I need to like literally sit down with like a piece of paper and like do the whole deal. So I'm gonna lock myself in my house for that. My house for a day. That's not bad. Hey, Daryl. Oh, he's such a star. Oh, he's such a star. Body check-in. Body check-in. This shoulder feels like it's not sitting in my socket right. And it can do that every time. But that's not necessarily the issue. I don't know what causes it sometimes to just be like... Yet, if we're really doing a body check-in right now, I mean... Whew. My neck is kinked. This hurts, this hurts, this hurts. That's... yeah. It basically hurts, but like... I'm trying to remember what having a neck... like a normal neck felt like. Not being dramatic. I don't think about my neck that often, but I want to think about it more because maybe I would notice, you know, what makes me feel good and bad. And what else? Body check-in. We're going to scan the body. You're welcome to join me. 420. We've hit the 420 mark, which means if you got something to smoke, honey, smoke it. No excuses. Honey, babe. But, oh yeah, some crunchies. Let's work our way down. My shoulders kind of feel like they're burning now, but I think that's going to just move them rapidly. I'm shifting my consciousness to my physical body. Sometimes movement helps. You hear that? Good ankle rolls is good for the ankle soles, and the soles. Don't forget about the soles. Oh. Fuck birth control. I mean, do you just... I'm just playing. Oh, okay. So, shouts out Charlie for those amazing acoustic songs earlier. The Native American chief card magic trick that I truly don't understand. And for this whiskey shot that I very easily could have taken earlier, but I didn't. That moved that, which moved that. It's like it's a butterfly effect. The butterflies know they got an effect on me. They know. So here's what I'm going to be mixing. Topo Chico and American Honey. What if I just like did my shadow work on camera? That'd be wild. I guess this gives me a way to talk to myself. Kind of makes sense. Instead of writing. I mean, I like writing. I love that meditative space. That writing creates. But I also love to speak and to, I've been having more philosophical conversations lately with a dear new friend, and it's really nice to do the little mental gymnastics again, and also to have to wait in my mind with all of my ideas and responses. And it's like, not sure if the fish is gonna catch or not, like, I'm waiting, I want you to finish all the way through, and then you say something and I'm like, oh, whew, yeah, and this. Shit died. And my phone's probably gonna die. Because what are we at? I can't find a damn box. There's definitely one around here. Literally give me 3 seconds. But, conversations are an art form. And pretty fun. Oh my god, these are the cutest little tiny miniature shot glasses. Okay, I'm featuring them on the channel. The lighting is so meta. I don't know how to describe this to you, but they're tiny. Okay, I totally want to drink my drink out of these tiny glasses. Now I'm putting away this. No, okay. I will just leave them both out here. I gotta focus. What if I did that? Okay, well, I guess that works. I just wanted to shut off. Yeah, I'll do my freaking shadow work on camera. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'll try. We'll have a shadow work section after some drinks and some, general admission where we get to know each other. Okay. Whatever, I have this box if I need it, if this dies again. Holy hell, and I'm in a place with ice. Yeah. The party don't start till we get some ice out of our fridges. Stay out of my fridge. Fuck ice. It is actually really funny and ironic that as I was saying, around the time I personally became more conscious of ice in our neighborhoods and our streets, I did simultaneously just mysteriously stop filling up the ice in the freezer. And then I thought about well, fuck ice, yeah. I'm like, okay, fuck ice. So I went out with no ice, you know. Frozen water. Frozen water is like frozen emotion, frozen in a framework of thinking that is fucking whack and problematic. Period, honey. And violent, and all that. I'm gonna take you on an adventure to this camp. Actually, that's very sad for me to become conscious about right now. To be honest, what is history? What is one person's experience in Kansas City and versus your neighbor next door? Completely different. It is. Who writes history? What is history? Thought experiments. History is stories we tell about the past. And I guess the modern understanding of history is somehow rooted in the idea that events are not multifaceted and involving multiplicities of perspectives, even beyond human. And of course, we talk about limited bias. There's bias, whatever bias. Yeah, nothing can be without bias. We know that, kids. Honey, we know that. We know we can't escape ourselves. Cheers. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. Okay. Well, let's try to do some shadow work. I guess this phone that's like probably downloading my aura right now is making me feel less alone. I don't know, God is scary. Like, I'm scary. No, not really, but it's powerful, you know, to really sit in higher power, with higher power. And I will do that at my place. No phones, no gimmicks, no reflections. Yeah, I need to remove that mirror. Just you and spirit. Spirit, do you hear it? And they're like, we're here the whole time, honey. We know you're doing your little dance, your little show, your little clown thing. Whoa. Sorry, I just decided to watch my mouth, and that was a very weird thing. It felt like I was moving slightly slower than my words. I'm going to pick 3 shadow elements of myself that I need to work on. These are things, like, of course they flash in my head and whatever, but I haven't really, like, say my name, you know what I mean? Like, say your name. Say my name. When no one is around you, say, baby, I love you if you're not running games. So I had the experience today of being in an altered state of consciousness. Nothing crazy, y'all. Very slight bravado. But even that slight bravado made me feel love and love for people that I have recently put walls up in my reality. And the creation of walls in my reality is definitely helpful. Sure, like I'm a Scorpio, I am the queen of death. Supposedly, I wouldn't have said that earlier. I don't know if I mean, it could be understood in many ways, but I don't like this, like, me being able to see myself anymore. I kind of want to flip the camera around. Like, now I need a pen. So, yeah, like, I think I don't like to plan. That's a very, real thing. I wouldn't say that's a shadow, but I would say that's a element of myself that I just take for granted, take as myself, and accept myself with, but there might be some downsides to living that way that I could confront. Let's see. Let's confront planning. My instant urge right now was to explain my philosophical understandings of planning in reflection of my urban studies, city creation, criticisms that is very pro DIY, pro human spirit, pro humans coming together intuitively and amongst themselves in order to create and build things together. Now, an interesting thought is that those sort of things still require planning, but the planning process as given by the city is different in the way that it is very extracted from reality. And it's extracted from feeling what one is doing. It is more rooted in obligation and the idea that this is the right thing to do or the true thing to do. Whereas a more organic feeling DIY project where people plan to do it pour this day, it's still logical. It's still like the planning element of it is still technical. Look at your schedule and pick a date, solidify it in space and time, write it down. So I suppose the extreme version of DIY that I have been rooted in has been very much a what's around you and what can you do with it. And, oh, I found this on the side of the road, I can make it into this. It's allowing the universe to be the ignition, and the movement itself is based more on the external inspiration leading to movement rather than the internal idea. But I wouldn't distinguish that from looking at a skate obstacle at the DIY, and then imagining an idea coming from me. Okay, yeah. Duality, surprise, surprise. It's always fucking back to duality. This bullshit bitch. Yeah, but it's a relationship between yourself and the space. I mean, city planning can go on without people even entering the space. It is disembodied. There it is. There it is. This is so not shadow work, though. I'm like doing philosophy. What am I gonna do with this, girl? I don't know. Disembodied, yeah. Disembodied ownership. It always comes back to that. Must be embodied. Embodiment in your body. There is something I'm edging on a little bit, trying to confront within myself about yearning for the universe to just pull me into a flow of a river where I am following impulse and following what feels like my next move, what feels like where I want to be. Going into Taoism a little bit, the way of the river. And conversations are best with two people. Let's just say that. What else do we have? Shadow work, alright. Yeah. Well, I know I've been not accepting people into my reality, not accepting certain people's way of operating, being a bitch, drawing the hard line, like, no, that's not acceptable, no, that's not this, or whatever. That's fucked up. That's something I don't want to participate in or do, which would be my boundaries. But there's a difference between understanding what I want to and don't want to participate in, and the anger that I feel about certain behaviors and ways of being and ways of relating that I feel create hell. Very hard to reach a conclusion within my way of thinking. Tie a little bow. I'm really tired and drained right now from just exerting all of that mental energy. And I don't even think I've scratched the surface of like what my shadow side is. I mean, I guess we can consider that 1, 2, 3. And the 3 would be I mean, I got the deeper shadows, honey. Oh my goodness. I mean, I got to. Like, there's... What's this, the big ones? What's this, the big ones? There's fear of being accepted by people that I still feel. I wouldn't claim, right? That's why it's a shadow. It's also like a fear of being hated or misunderstood. Fear of other people's perceptions. Because I have perceived in the past that other people's perceptions of me caused me real damage, when that is not rooted in me. And it doesn't have to affect my reality. It's a symptom of me having attachment issues. Bing, 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 there's another one. Attachment. But, yeah, the attachment issues. Just easier for me to... You know, if I didn't have attachment issues, I wouldn't be afraid of people's perceptions of me because I wouldn't be attached to their ideas of me. I would be free from it. Fear of being seen came to my head. Yeah. Yep. Fear of being seen. They all connect, you know? Definitely in fear. These are all fears. Shadow work, aka fear work. I'm not even gonna bother to break this down and connect it to like my past or my childhood or whatever. I don't care. I mean, this shit is just, it is what it is. This is just what I feel sometimes. It causes, you know, fear of being seen. What does that mean? Yeah, it's almost like I don't want to be loved and I don't want to be hated. I just want to be, existing. Love and hate is attraction. It's magnetism. For some reason, your conscious is magnetized to another energy that you have strong enough feelings for to call it hate, to call it love. There's magnets at play. I don't want to be magnetized. I don't want anyone pulled towards me, but I also want that at the same time. That's also just the way things work. we'll go to the childhood for a minute, because I think that I felt distant from the people I felt close to my entire life. Growing up, there was like some invisible wall. And so that became a safe family dynamic for me. And choosing differently is to kill that, because it's not true, you know? How we feel should be expressed, and it should be out in the open and allowed for each other. So, how do we work through these? Let's start with some affirmations. I am seen. Whew. That's, even like, I feel that saying that. I feel that. I am known. I am seen. I am known. I am connected. I am seen, I am known, I am connected. I'm connected to greater purpose. I am connected with the people that I am meant to be connected to at this very moment. And I can trust that. Yeah, I'm accessing a lot of pain right now that I have felt. It's memory of it. Of feeling such a strong connection and having it so, not having it not, maybe I think of feeling this strong connection and thinking it didn't exist. Is what we feel what we feel? Is what we feel shared? How do we know if what we feel is shared? And how do we know when it's not? Magnetic attraction requires two magnets. Multiple magnets, things coming together. But, layers of deception keep us from each other. But this sounds like something like a manipulative person would say. Because it sounds like what I'm saying is that, if somebody has an infatuation with somebody else, that other person has an infatuation with the other person as well. Yeah, that's not it. Everything is a reflection of self. So the more cleared we are of our own toxins, of our own fears, the more easily we can connect to what's trying to find us. What are my fears? Fear of being seen, Even in encounters with even friends or whatever, I still sometimes feel the wall, or I still sometimes feel it's gotten so much better. Everything is improving and getting better, but since we're talking about this, it can be hard to just genuinely share a moment with somebody else. Especially if it's special or to experience somebody else. Because I think I'm pretty accustomed to experiencing an experience with other people around me that are my friends and whatever. But I'm experiencing it, and I'm not fully conscious of the people around me.